What's your advice to someone who is lost?
The opposite of addiction is connection, and I could never do this thing on my own.
I've been working since I was a kid, I just gotta keep my head.
That you're responsible for and that your name's attached to, do you feel like that gave you that responsibility to be better than you were? If you believe in yourself a little bit, you'd be surprised what could happen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Loft. Today I have Maura Herman and Juliana Gainsburg in the building. We have a tailgate this weekend. You guys excited? Woo! This Saturday?
Yes, I'm so excited.
So obviously I'm doing the music, but I'm curious as like how you guys like came up with the idea and like even like your relationship. 'Cause I know like we just met and then obviously I've known you, but like how did this like happen? Like how did this tailgate like, come together?
So I wanted to do a tailgate for so long. I see a lot of other real estate agents. If you don't know, now you know, real estate agent. So I've wanted to do like a client event or just like have some type of party of some sort, like friends, family, clients, whatever.
Yeah.
And so after Maura and I had met and we became BFFs like right off the bat. Honestly,
when did you meet?
She ordered from Fairy. So Marissa, like one of my best friends.
Carrier.
Yeah. She was friends with Marissa, and Marissa introduced her to like Fairy Garden, and then she ordered Fairy Garden, and then I had my first Fairy Garden event, and that was when I first met you in person. But I was like running all over the place. You were there too.
Was it later?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were playing there. Yeah. I met you there too. It was fun.
Yeah. Listen.
Anyways,
hold on. Every time she's met me, I wasn't myself. Let's just say that. But
so we met there, but it was like really brief. And then Justin had her on the podcast.
Okay.
And then
Marissa was supposed to do a
giggly.
work from home. Me and Marissa were supposed to go to her house and do like a work together.
Kev has worked in my loft also.
And
it's the spot.
Marissa bailed. So it was just me. And then Maura was like, she did this and she was like, oh. Can you come back every day and work with me? I get a lot done when you're here.
It's a cool environment. It's a cool atmosphere. I like being this, even just sitting there, like just sending some emails and shit. It's cool. It's nice.
So I wanted to do a tailgate, and I thought that there would be a lot of value for me to bring like my people that don't know Maura into her world, and vice versa. And I love what she does and like want to support her any way I can. So I thought that she could do a pop up, and we could like collaborate on it and like host it together. And then she was like, yo, we gotta get DJ KEV, and I'm like, all right, bet.
Hell yeah.
Which I have watched your YouTube videos for a while. Well, the podcast.
Oh, really?
On YouTube.
Hell yeah, well, now you're on it.
Yeah.
Hey,
full circle. I mean, I'm super excited. When you guys set me up about it, I was so down. Because like, I love tailgates. Like, that's like, I love doing them. I did all the Eagles ones and all that stuff. I love doing tailgates, and like, I'm excited to do this one. It'll be cool. And then we have the PBR afterwards for the after party, which will be really cool. Jul's gonna ride the bull.
Absolutely not.
I will, but we have to do it fast because I got a job now too, and so I have to go to work later.
Oh yeah, we're at
Barstool.
Oh yeah. You excited?
Yes.
It seems like so much fun. It makes me want to just do it for fun. Like I
They're
wish I
just
could
so
work
nice.
there. Everyone's so nice.
Yeah. So you were gonna be serving, right? That's exciting. That's dope.
Yeah, they're really nice. The first day they're like, "We're doing shots. Like, we're so glad to have you on our team," and they gave me a water shot.
Oh, that's cool.
Without
yeah, you're saying that.
Asking, I'm like, let's go.
That
so
makes
nice.
My heart so happy.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
So, Jul, let me ask you, like, how long have you been doing real estate?
I got licensed in July 2019, so almost 4 years. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You like it?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about it?
The money.
Hey.
I mean, yeah. Well, why does anyone do anything?
No, but
right?
listen, everyone asked that question, not to me specifically, but to real estate agents, and they're like, I just like love helping people. And don't get me wrong, I do love helping people, and it's really satisfying and fulfilling when I use like tools that I've learned to help my clients be successful. Like that's probably if money wasn't like the answer, it would be that. Like there's been multiple times where I've had to be like super creative, and it's nice to like notice that for myself. Like you just did that. Like you beat like 10 people, and it's because you were knowledgeable enough to use certain things and like advocate for your clients. So that's like super fulfilling, and I love that about it. But also like I come from the restaurant industry, and I tell everyone all the time, like they're like, oh, how'd you get into real estate? And I say, I decided one day instead of selling chicken parms, I'm going to sell houses. Because it really is the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a bigger tab, and all you got to do is set expectations and get people what they want before they want it.
Right. And you got a lot of freedom, right?
Yeah.
So you have a lot of freedom. And then I know, Maur, you have a lot of freedom too. I think us three, like, kind of like make our own schedules, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm an unemployed entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
now
what
you're
I like
unemployed.
to call it. Sure, kind
Don't
of.
say unemployed, because Fairy Garden is
Yeah,
a life.
yeah.
But in terms of like she has to.
I don't have a schedule.
Right. Yeah.
I work out every day.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's good. Good. Solid.
my schedule.
Focus on your body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just started at Marquez today. I just got done my
saw.
first class. It was nice. Kicked my ass, but it was
I love
awesome.
that.
It was good.
I did jiu-jitsu when I was like really young,
Really?
and I always say that I want to like get back into it.
It's nice. It's really nice. I remember going in the gym and like everyone was super friendly, and that's like that's cool about Barstool. I think that's gonna work out for you, is because
Yeah.
like once you know off the bat, like everyone there was so friendly, like was dapping me up. Like I didn't know anyone there. It was my first day. Well, obviously my buddy Dan and Sean were they helped me there, but everyone there, and it was cool. And then like, I got a workout in, and I'm like I want to get into it and like take care of my body and like get myself right. You know what I mean? Because for a while, like in nightlife, like you have to be out. Like they always say, you have to be out, and like it can be a lot sometimes.
You do,
like,
but you don't.
yeah, once you like, so for me, I think once you get like somewhat established, or you build those relationships to a point where like you don't have to be there all the time,
Right.
that's when you can pull back a little bit. I think I'm in that part where I'm like, now it's like, okay, like I met the right people, I have great relationships with them, and now it's like I can focus on like more of my body and all that stuff,
So it's networking.
Well, and
Yeah.
it's like there's relationships with like you can take those people outside of the industry,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you don't even know. Like, I mean, I know a couple DJs that do jujitsu. Like you could like link with them, and then you
Right.
have like multiple, you know what I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
things in common. Or
Right.
like there's like girls that I've met from being out, and like me and Ray will go walk the dog like at Graffiti Pier,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like little like silly things.
Like last night, like Don Mancuso, he works at Barstool, and like so me and him got really close, and like he was with my family yesterday at Ocean Drive, and then we went out and met up with Tonka and Smooth
Right.
at that dog, and like like once you start like just really actually connecting with people, that's the best part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
so this tailgate, it starts at 11, right? It starts at 11 or noon. So it's 12. So
Starts at 12.
12.
Are we setting up at 11?
For me, it starts at 10.
So, yeah.
For Maura,
So-
it starts at 9 a.m.
So me and Ty, so also, so Ty Vicetti isn't here.
Face.
And so I'm trying to find the flyer for the tailgate. I have it right here. Okay. So it's noon to what, 4?
4.
And then we're going to do 5 to 9. It's going to be an amazing event. We're going to have, so you're setting up a table, right?
Yeah.
You're doing a pop-up shop. Ty from Lockdown Recipes is cooking. And it's just, I'm DJing, so the music will be okay. But I'm just so... I'm just kidding. It'll be fun. It'll be a good ass time.
I didn't ask you for nothing.
I'm super excited. No, I'm kidding. But I'm
You're the best of the
DJ
best.
KEV.
appreciate that. I'm excited though. And so your main goal was to what? Have your clients there and like kind of network. So as like a glorified networking event or more fun networking
To be
event.
honest with you, on the client side and like friends, it's a reminder like, hey, I appreciate everything you guys do. Like I do a lot of business by referral. So it's like kind of almost like a gift. You know,
Right.
like we'll have NFM Lending is sponsoring, Marissa's is sponsoring the food. So with Ty, so
Thank
like,
you,
Yeah.
Marissa.
you know,
That's awesome.
And Ty.
so, and obviously like we're linked with you. So like, it's
Yeah.
really, we tried to make it pretty much next to nothing. I mean, we'll have the cash
Yeah.
bar and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's mostly just like a networking / like give back to like all my people.
That's
And
exciting.
fun.
And fun, yeah.
And
like,
make it fun. Yeah. So
that's another thing. Like
We just wanted to, personally, the reason I said yes to this is because it sounded fun.
yeah, that's why I said yes.
Yeah, like
mean, I'm
I'm
down.
like, hello.
Yeah.
She's like, do you want to do a pop-up? And then she's like, we could like make it like this and like this. And then I'm like, yeah, let's make it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? I think that shit's fun to me, and especially when it's like people like just making something out of nothing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like
Yeah.
let's just
So-
play.
So I do a lot of networking events for other real estate agents. Like I'll invite agents from all over the city, like and suburbs in New Jersey, and people ask me all the time, like, why do you do them? And I'm like, because there's many reasons on the business side, but in general, like it's just fun to be around people that
Yeah.
are in the same.
And you can like
boat.
meet new people. It's like
Yeah.
create or compete. Like
Right,
vibes.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I
motto.
say that. That's what I'm saying. Before I
Yeah.
even knew
I
you, that
know.
was my vibe, and like
That's what
when
I said on your
realized that,
podcast. That's
Yeah.
like,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, and so you have your own podcast, right? So you have your own podcast too,
Yeah.
right? What's it called?
It
now
just
it's
changed.
now it's called Selling Your Circle.
Ooh, okay.
Yes,
Ooh.
because she's create over
I like-
compete. That's why I was like, when I met her and I started like connecting the dots, you know, with a meme where it's like all the math problems are
Yeah.
flying around. I'm like, hold up,
Wait a minute.
wait a minute.
So
This is adding up.
when did you
Thank
start
God.
it, Jul?
November.
Oh, recently.
Yeah.
Oh shit, let's go.
Everyone keeps saying that. They're like, "Oh, I thought you've been doing that."
No,
And I'm
it,
Well,
like,
because it looks like
it
that.
looks good. It looks really good. Where's the studio at?
Cherry Hill.
Okay, so you go. Okay, so it's okay, and then so so for you, it's like what's the premise of it? It's just like a talk about real estate.
So originally it was called Realtor-ish, and it was supposed to be like, in my world, I felt like everybody that I knew that had like something special, like in addition to being involved in real estate, like I met a lot of good people that had other cool things going on other than just selling residential real estate. So it was a way for me to give a lot of people in my circle
Right.
a spotlight and have good conversation and provide value and content that people want to listen to. So originally it was a lot more real estate focused, but other stuff, business stuff as well, like business development, networking, brand development, that kind of thing. And so recently I rebranded to Selling Your Circle because I wanted it to be more entrepreneurial, investor, business development, like not just real estate.
Right,
So from
so
time
more-
to time we'll do real estate stuff,
Yeah.
but I want to be able to bring on a fairy garden mindset, or like someone like Ty,
Yeah.
or like my cousin is the ambassador for Jack Daniels and has a couple businesses
cool.
he owns. Like that would be someone good that you could, in any field, you could get value from listening to what they have to say.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why I love doing this. Is like my whole goal is just create value, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like if I'm having people on, it's like, you know, yeah, there's a little bit of like just like talking back and forth, but at the end of the day, like I want people to take something from it. Whether it's like someone who is working on their brand and someone working on real estate, like there's different avenues, but when it all comes together as like the same thing, which is like I emphasize like the finding your why and stuff like that. That's what I love the most, and like I figured that out over time too. Like, and like it started off like a lot of recovery stories and like big stories of like people who like been through a lot, and then it's like now it's like it's still I still do that, but it's more like also like when it's someone who doesn't have like maybe like a crazy traumatic story, they're just helping people find their why. You know what I mean?
Dude, the why is everything.
Yeah.
And people like will be like, well, how? It's like, it doesn't fucking matter. It could be any way. It's
Yeah.
why. Why is it important to you? What?
Yeah.
Like, why do you? I feel like people want to connect though.
Yeah.
Like that's like the main why, in my
Right.
opinion.
Yeah.
We did a lot of like Keller Williams does a lot on like what's your why, defining your why.
Yeah.
And
It's really
so, like,
important.
a lot of people, like mine for a long time was like financial freedom. Like I want to be able to take care of all the people that have taken care of me on my way to where I am today.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So like I get up at my why, my one thing, like why I get up in the morning is because I want to achieve my level of financial freedom.
Right.
You have goals outside of real estate that you want to do?
Yeah.
Do you have any you can share? Because I get it. You don't want to like put everything out there.
Honestly,
I get that.
I've been being so secretive about this because I just don't want people's opinions. But I love music so much.
All right, I'm not going to give you a reaction. You can tell me. I won't give a reaction.
I love music so much. And like I love going and seeing people, DJs, live music, like all that stuff. And I've been trying to find, I don't like to say trying, I am working on finding something that's like non-income producing for me. That's like a good hobby. That I can like, I just want to do something that's not about work, because everything I do I make it about like a job or like whatever.
Yeah.
Which is good and bad, but I want to learn how to DJ.
Yeah.
She's learning how to DJ.
Let's go.
I am actively learning how.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's crazy.
You're
'cause
not trying.
It's
You've
crazy.
been.
I'm a DJ. That's wild. It's like I
And-
can help you or something.
Okay, and what did
Yes.
I say to
Yeah.
you when you were starting to DJ? Because she's on this wave
Because she
now.
even mentioned it too. Because when I talked about like, because I want to film like a new mix on her roof.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I have the monitors. I have this mixer for. I'm like, wait, what?
I know. I was surprised she didn't like
Yeah.
inquire more
Well,
on
she
that.
she obviously said it, but like I didn't really put it together because
You're
I'm
like,
just like,
hold up.
my brain just fried. So it's like, but that's
You're busy.
that's so exciting though. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm,
But
like,
she's
not
been like,
really
you know,
telling
on
people.
YouTube, and I'm like, just play.
Yeah.
And like that's how I feel like you've been like, you were like, oh, I'm getting better, because
Yeah.
it's like when you're not doing it for the money, like for the
Yeah.
money.
I just want to be able to pull up and be like, oh, I actually have my USB. Like,
Yeah.
let me plug in real quick, like, and go to a party.
I mean, so how much have you been messing around at all with it or no?
Yeah. So I have, like, I have Record Box on my laptop, and I have probably like 100 to like 150 songs downloaded.
Hell yeah.
and in a playlist. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
went through all of them and like delete the ones I don't like out.
What do you download music from? Do you know? If
Yeah.
I could, okay. What will you? I can give you some. Like there's some that I can.
No,
like,
I paid for a program and I take it from Beatport.
oh, people. Okay, I use people too.
Yeah.
See.
Well, I have like someone who's this guy I'm friends with, is the DJ, like gave me like the rundown on how to like do all that.
Hell yeah.
And then so last August I had a big month. Like
Yeah.
I've had a bigger month than that month since,
Yeah.
but that was like at the time it was the biggest month I've ever had in real estate. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna
splurge
go.
on some-
I went on Amazon and I immediately bought
A mixer,
the RR,
the
the
controller,
DX,
and all.
yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
So I bought that and honestly was pretty reasonable from after doing research on everything. And then I went and got monitor speakers from somebody off Facebook Marketplace.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So I was actually really curious when it comes to like real estate, when it, like having to, like your income's never guaranteed. So like,
Correct.
is that like a pressure you have every single month?
Every day.
Really?
No, every day.
Every day.
I wake up and I'm
It's
stressed.
like Kev, every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I have it right.
Actually.
I have it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it really is. It's just something you have to deal with. Like you can get to a point where it's not really like that because you're so structured and systemized and like you have business coming in consistently where it's not as stressful.
Right.
Or a lot of great agents that have been doing this for a long time will tell you like rainy day money, like you have a reserve because it just happens. One thing about me that I know I do bad and is why I'm stressed is because I let there be like peaks and valleys in my business because I'll get busy and I'll stop like lead generating.
Yeah.
And then when I get slow, I get pressed and I lead generate really hard. And then when I get comfortable because I have a bunch of stuff pending, then I like go like this. And so your business is just like this. And I have a coach now. I had a coach when I first got into it. Like they all say the same thing. And that's my biggest problem. I know personally, like that's just simply what it is. I will say that the business in general right now is like the hardest it's been for
Well, the market's
just all from all angles. It's just hard. A lot of people in the past, like since I've gotten into the business, have had like an easy time where they can if you know someone that wants to sell a house and they'll let you do it, you can just do it and it'll sell no matter what. So you don't really have to like be knowledgeable or like work hard. And so those people will probably be exiting this year. Like they're not going to make it
really.
because they just will not have the ability to.
Damn. Okay.
So like the simple answer is there's no inventory. So like there's very like small amount of houses to pick from.
Right.
And also rates are high. So like less buyers because rates are high, and also people don't want to sell their home because if they buy another one, they're going to have a higher rate. So they don't have enough money to keep their house and buy something else.
There's not enough supply.
They don't have enough like equity, or they don't have enough money to put down on the next one. So they don't want to refi because the rates are higher than, the past 3 years, whatever. So it's just kind of like a circle. It's a ripple effect. Now, I do have clients that are like, hey, we understand what the rate is and we're good with it. However, I haven't been able to find them the property that they want. But that's, again, like it comes back to me, right? Like as a real estate agent, you can sit there and be like, oh, well, I'm just going to twiddle my thumbs because inventory is low.
Yeah.
But like it's my job to go out and create that. So I need to just generate people that want to sell their houses.
And host tailgates.
And maybe you'll come and you'll invite somebody and they'll be like, oh, I'm ready to buy my first house.
That's how it works. And then something I've been like really picking up on, like just like the relationship aspect, and your reputation is like everything. Like like for example, like Maura gave me an opportunity to DJ for a family, and then now they're asking me to do more stuff. So it's like I feel like it's just like your reputation and like the work you put in, for yourself. Like how do you like, what's your answer, I guess, to like the struggles right now, like with like obviously there's not enough like demand or supply right now, like what's like your I guess answer to that?
As an agent or as someone that's buying?
So pretty much like for you, like for you,
entrepreneur.
so like someone who
she's generating mad other income options for herself.
To be honest with you, I would love for real estate to be my main source always, but I feel like where I'm at in my business and going through like the shifting times, it's just like hard in general.
Yeah.
So real estate's my number one focus always, but I do have other sources of income.
Interesting.
It is.
I know, but I'm saying you've been using all this time right now because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
with her like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been like investing in other ways. Like you're going and seeing a trainer 3 times a week now, like
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah.
it's not generating you income right now per se, but like it's
Well,
fucked up maybe,
No, I
but
think-
it,
No,
it
but-
could
Yeah.
be true
No.
in the
Yeah.
future. One, you're collaborating with different brands, and
Yeah.
she's been getting money by doing like posts on TikTok and things like that.
That's
like
sick.
she's stepping into this like
go.
new position that she wants for herself. I'm like, you better. I'll say it. I don't care because I
Well,
watch it every
I will
day.
say that you also have introduced me to a lot of people in the past 3 months, not even, that I've already been able to cultivate relationships with that will also in the long
I
run.
want like the
right now,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
the
in,
where the glasses and the blunt come in. Because you both just said he's like she introduced me and you're like
Yeah.
she
'Cause
introduced
you're-
me. Like yes, let's
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
but
Yeah.
you're a super connector.
By accident though, but it's just a matter. I don't do it on purpose per se. Like it's just I
But
feel like
you're
I'm
intentional though.
I feel like I'm lucky and I meet good people and I'm not scared to like hide them from other good people.
So for
Mm,
instance,
yeah.
the trainer that I go to, I
Yeah.
only go to because Maura brought me there. And today I walk in and a woman that was working out was like, "Hey Jul, like how are you?" Blah blah blah, asking me what days I go because she wants to go on the same days as us and like blah 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 whatever.
Mm,
She's coming to the tailgate.
Also, she's
Let's
like
go.
important.
right, right.
Like that's a good connect. And someday, like she will know now that I'm a real estate agent. I haven't really brought it up, but like in general, she'll know. And now we follow each other, and she might come to the tailgate. And at some point in time, she's going to be like, "Oh, well, you should call Jul."
Right, yeah. No,
And so
yeah.
like the money and the time that I invest not only makes me better as a person because I'm working out and taking care of myself, but
Yeah.
it's a whole new sphere of people.
Yeah.
Like Tay, like the trainer. Like him and I, whenever I'm done my workout, he always brings up something about business.
Right.
So like now that's in his
Because
mind.
like-minded people.
Yeah.
Right. But I just mean that's like I have different circles. Like I have people I went to high school, that's like my high school sphere. Then it's like people from nightlife or like going out that I
Yeah.
know, like DJs, whatever. Like that's
Yeah.
that sphere. Like I just someone that she introduced me to, that's a DJ, I just got him a rental.
Yeah.
Or like
I mean, it's like she did the job of introducing it, but it's also what you've been able to do is like be yourself, and like you've also done the job of keeping that connection. Because like there could be a one-off of like, hey, this is my friend Kev, and I just like kind of like fuck off, and like they're like, all right, that's it. Instead, like you
I
actually,
feel like I
you-
have like
yeah.
deep, not like deep connections with people, but like meaningful. Like you're not like in my hemisphere, like just chilling.
well
Mhm.
you're
Do you get what
also
I'm saying?
genuine. Like you are a genuine soul. So when if you recommend something to somebody, they know that it's not BS.
Right.
Your
That's like
reputation.
when I did like the Body RX, like I did the post for them, and then 3 people like showed up to their event. I literally cried
Yeah.
because
I'm the
I was
same
just
way.
like, oh my god, like wow, they really showed up in real life. Like this is crazy. I literally cried in front of the owner, and she was like, I'm
Why
like,
you
"Dude,"
cried?
because I was just so happy, and like also like it felt good to know that like these girls are talking about their faces and they're trusting what I have to say. Like, oh, this injector or like this medical spa, like is the best one around here. Like you should go. And they're like, oh, like they look at my face. They're like, cool. You know, I'm like, yes,
I'm
I
in.
got it. Like, and they
Yeah.
believe me. Like they trusted me enough to go there and like
Right.
invest their time, their money to go over the bridge, their money in gas, like their curiosity. You know what I mean? Like some of them got stuff done like at the event. Like I was just like, wow, I love that, because I know for them it's like they're making little changes despite what other people have to say, like to make themselves feel better or to feel like more confident. And then on the other side for the business, it's like showing her like, yeah, like I can bring people to a room, like
Right.
because I'm not going to say something that I don't believe.
Right.
I love that.
Your words carry weight.
That's what the circle
good
is
shit.
about though.
That's what create over
Like,
compete is about. That's what I'm
you-
saying. I totally get it. It's
Like-
an abundance mindset. It's a genre. It's a way of being. It's not something you can really fake. Like that's why like even sometimes when you'd be like, oh, for networking, it's like it's not even about networking, because when you're authentic, like your network just expands naturally. It's like mycelium, which
Right.
is what is in the ground for the mushrooms. Like it's just they branch out and they just spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
And it's like that when you are like operating in like love and like just like pure, like genuine, like joy and curiosity and like authenticity, that is just inevitable.
Yeah.
And that just happens.
Yeah.
and you just meet
you don't
fire
even
people.
you don't even really look for it, you know, because
No.
I've learned the more you do try to build them, like it's hard to explain, but
It's
there's
pressing.
there's
It's like
a natural,
an energy
yeah,
to things.
it's a lot of energy on you, and then it also like just puts you in bad situations, or like you kind of over.
It's like thirsty.
Yeah,
That's why, like, when people are like, oh, it's like a network, like when we were trying to pitch like the Leda thing, I'm like, yeah, it's like a networking event, but like it's not even about networking because that's just inevitable. That's a
Yeah.
byproduct of
yeah.
coming and enjoying space and like new people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I definitely want to pull off the word networking for sure. I think the way I think about it though is I know that I'm putting certain people in a room that I know would do well if they were
Right.
connected, and I
Right.
want it to be.
Yeah, it's like,
Like a-
you're connecting though.
Yeah.
It's not networking. It's literally
Yeah.
connecting.
I just
Yeah.
want people
You know?
to know that the vibe is you should be introducing yourself and like being open to new conversations.
yeah, like
you know?
like
Yeah.
an open connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the shots are going down and the music's playing, there's gonna be a lot of connections. Everyone's gonna be like, it's gonna make it a lot easier. It's gonna be a lot easier to have a conversation,
But,
you know.
but exactly what I was saying though about the network. Well, introducing people to our circle.
No,
Like,
but
for
networking isn't
instance-
bad though
No.
either. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
there's like energy with words, like, and even so, it's like networking, like, yeah, like networking, like da da da, da, or it's like, yeah, it's like a networking event,
like
like it
meeting
has
new
like
friends.
You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm gonna start
yeah.
saying that. Come meet new friends.
Yeah. Like, well, not you don't have to be their friend even though.
Yeah.
Like some
Yeah.
people are for some people and some people aren't, and like
Yeah.
you can't be for everyone. And it's like, what'll stick will stick.
It's true.
It's like I'm putting out the energy of like, I think that this will be fun and I think it will be beneficial in some way. So
Yeah.
you should come.
Yeah. I was just gonna bring up Ty again about like the food,
Yeah.
just because like
Yeah,
to
yeah.
circle back into the tailgating.
No,
like
absolutely.
I still have not met him in person.
Yeah,
It's fine. I feel like I know him.
But
so
you
it's
guys
like,
are already
Yeah.
like kikiing.
but it's,
We are,
yeah.
and we're also, just so everyone knows, stay tuned because Ty and I are doing a espresso martini tour,
what?
all Philadelphia,
Yo, what?
and we're gonna film it. So
No way.
wait till that
Fire.
comes out.
Wait, that's sick. 'Cause it's so funny because like I've known Ty for so long, and to see him like thinking about like stuff like this, like before we used to just like go to Temple and worry about what our next case of alcohol was gonna be.
Oh, I heard all about him.
Yeah, but he's.
I heard all about him.
Yeah.
We have a lot of mutual friends.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's like shifting into his entrepreneur.
Well, that's the
Love
thing.
that for him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And like you
yeah.
have to be like allowed to do that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
people will put you
Yeah.
in a box and like want you to stay small. And like even like, sorry to go on a rant, but it's just like,
It's a podcast.
but like with podcasting per se, it's like, you know, like, oh, they're a wannabe podcaster, or like da da da. What does that mean? Or like it's like with real estate, like I don't know, not saying that anyone actually said this, but it's just like, or like they're a wannabe influencer.
Yeah.
It's like you have to want to be insert whatever in order to become that.
No,
Yeah.
I definitely get
Yeah.
that.
And like
Yeah.
you have to keep putting yourself in that position to be that. It's like if someone wants me to go on their podcast, yeah, I'm going. Like I am a podcaster. Whether I'm legit to you or not, I'm sitting in front of a mic,
Right.
and that's what's happening.
Right, and the thing is, people will listen to, and I remember the first time I started it, people were like, "He won't last past 10."
Doesn't like
and it's
cool.
Like, it's
It's
just
because a lot of people don't.
yeah. No, I know.
Well,
it's not even about you. It's just in
it's-
general.
it's a hard thing
Well-
to be consistent with.
And it's also easy to like for someone who puts themselves out there. It's easy to like say that because you can nowadays people think they can say whatever they want. You know what I mean?
I am a culprit of this.
Yeah.
You guys both know that. I be saying the most anything things.
Yeah.
And my follow through doesn't always, like, I don't walk my friend Pete says it all the time. He's like, your brain is like my favorite brain. I love you so much, but you talk a talk and you don't walk the walk.
You just need to work on your implementation.
I
And
know, but I'm just
it's
saying.
So you are not alone in that. Like
No,
that is
that-
so.
but that's
It's
what I'm
everyone.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
but for people to like be like, oh, he's not going to make it past 10.
yeah.
Dude, if you make it past 5 on your own, like that's fire.
Yeah.
It is not easy. Like he literally sets up 3 cameras. He has 5 ring lights in here. He has a backdrop. He has a whole like I don't even know what all those buttons are, Kev.
It's just a mixture. Yeah.
But like
Okay.
3 mics. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not easy. Like people just
Yeah.
act like this
Yeah.
just happens. Like
Yeah.
no, it's not. And if he did make it, even if he did stop at 10, that's 10 more than he did before.
Also, it would be okay to stop if you didn't want to do it anymore.
Right.
Exactly,
Sometimes you're not going to know unless you try.
Right.
So like everyone is always just like trying to like put people down. Like,
Yeah.
go pick a hobby. Why are you talking about someone else?
Well, you know what gets rid of all of that is like when the first person tells you that like how much it means to them. Like,
Yeah.
I mention this every single time I can because it just means so much to me. Is like this woman Rose. I just DJ'd her daughter's wedding like a few weeks ago, and she always like. Remember, she told my mom. She asked my mom for the first time. She was like, "Hey, like, because she lost her son to." Shout out to you, Rose, because she always mentions it when I see her because I always bring it up because it just means it's so impactful to me. It's what keeps me going. She mentioned like to my mom, she says that she falls asleep to the podcast. Like her son passed away from an overdose like a few years ago, and she just mentioned how she always listens and watches it, and like it's like that right there gets rid of any type of input that anyone else has, and because it's like that's
if
why
it
you
helps
do it.
one person.
Right. Yeah, and it's just like
And it's an outlet for you.
yeah. Oh, I mean, it helps me more than I think anyone.
Yeah.
And you enjoy doing it.
I love it. Yeah.
Right.
Something I never thought I was gonna do. I didn't even know what a podcast was, but when I started it, like I really didn't. And like now I get emails. I get people from across the country wanting to come on. Like a lot of people in LA, and it's like it's nice to see because like you're like, oh, like your work's paying off, and like you're actually like finding your lane in this big fucking world that we're in. And
yeah, you're creating your own.
Yeah,
you're not even finding it. You're literally handcrafting it.
Yeah, and
that's amazing.
And the people that like have stuff to say, it's like they would instantly want to be in my position to this extent where it's like everyone's looking for that thing that they want to do. Everyone's looking for that thing that's going to drive them, and like if they had the opportunity, then they would. You know, it's just like, you know.
Well, they do have the opportunity.
Right?
Jokes on all of y'all. Actually,
Played yourself.
That's my whole point.
True, yeah.
Like, figure it out.
Yeah.
I will say, like, it's also okay to have those thoughts and like feel it, and then.
But
move
it's like
forward.
exploring that thought.
Yeah.
Like, why am I even being like that? Like,
Yeah.
I get like that sometimes. Like,
I used to be like that.
it's like, why are you even comparing yourself? Like, that is like literally the thief of your joy.
To be honest with you, like our episode did shit.
Oh, I know. It was like,
I thought it was great, but the views is the lowest on there. And it takes time. Like some of mine don't pick up till a couple weeks, honestly, which is weird.
Yeah.
Also, though, we walked in there after I'm with you every day. There's no content. Like, we were just bouncing
I
all
thought it was
over the
good.
place.
Yeah.
You would think it was good.
I don't listen.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
It was chaotic.
You didn't think it was good?
It was chaotic, and that we talked over each other a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you guys using headphones?
Yeah.
Mm.
But this is how we are.
By
We get so
talking over each
excited.
other,
We get
she
so
and me.
excited, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, you talk about.
it's
stuff
like
you
this is
care
like
about.
one of my literally best friends now. I'm with her every day.
Yeah.
Almost. She's like the second mother to my dog. She just
Yeah.
goes in my house and walks him.
Yeah. So wait, so how long is this? How long? I feel like I'm talking about you guys dating. Like, how long? Like, has this relationship been? Like, how?
asked her that. I'm like, no. People asked her if we're dating now. I'm like, I'm bi, and she's like, no, I'm straight. I'm like, okay, well, if they think that, who cares?
Yeah.
At least you have a cute girlfriend.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Facts.
I do not have anything against that. Personally, me,
But
I
you're
am
not.
straight.
In a conversation.
Thank
yeah.
you. Anyways,
How long you guys been friends for? So just a refresher.
When was our episode? Like, I don't know, like
not long
maybe
ago.
like 4 or 5 months.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't even think it's been that long.
Like May, March.
okay,
Well,
it's June.
March. March is our birthday.
It was before our birthday.
It was after. I think it was like April. Because I've been counting weeks
Take your
of
time.
other things around that time.
It's been short, but
It's
it
like
feels like it's
3
been
or 4
forever.
months.
Those are the best relationships, though. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
when you click with someone, you click with someone, and it's
Yeah.
like not even like you have to click forever even.
Yeah, a lot of people base relationships off time. I think it's more experience.
And it's just like, yeah, like especially like when you know love languages too,
Right.
and then you can speak someone's love language. You
So
can
yous
just
are dating.
be
Wait, dude.
no,
dude,
because
dude.
love languages go beyond dating.
I'm kidding. I know. Well, you
Wait.
bring me Starbucks all the time.
Right?
That's a love language.
Yes.
I posted this from the podcast May 12th.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it was April.
Oh, yeah. What am I thinking? That's when we posted it. So it was
And
weeks later.
yeah.
Yeah. I
'Cause
just
our
got
podcast
shook for a
goes a lot.
We
second.
can say you film like a month.
3 months,
Yeah.
kind of.
That's dope. Hell yeah. That's awesome.
But it's just like when you get people that like you know me, I don't even leave my apartment really
Yeah.
unless I like have to. And if I do, I'm in sweatpants.
Yeah.
And you're getting me how you got me,
You're
but
dressed down.
like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when you meet someone and they're like, oh, these are the things that I'm interested in. And it's like, they align with the things that I'm interested in. And I like aspire for things that aren't necessarily normal and that are easily made fun of in a sense.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the whole point, is like putting yourself in that environment to like meet new people and like find your lane.
People that are like aligned with, you know, some people don't like. I turn 30 next year. Like a lot of my friends are getting engaged, getting married, having kids. Like that's just not what I'm doing right now. Like I need to be around people that are aligned with what I would like to do. Like I want to be creating content. I want to be like meeting new people and hearing new stories and exploring different ideas. Like,
yeah. And that's why, that's why you're going to do it. And that's why you're going to be a great real estate agent, because but I'm saying like you're making these events happen. You're putting yourself in the right position to succeed. And it's like, then when people believe in your vision, like I do, it's like, I want to help you no matter what. And then it's just like it all builds from there. And then you go and film espresso videos with Ty. Like that's gonna be awesome.
I'm so excited. You have no idea.
I gotta call Ty. That's awesome.
So when I knew that I loved Jules when we were in the car coming back from the podcast, and like this is like the first time that like we hung out like in a intimate setting, in the sense of like not other people or like loud music around. Yeah. So we're just like all me, her, and Marissa are in the car, and all of our brains work like this. Yeah. Hers is OD, but like money and like businesses and just ideas and things like that. And like we're sitting there and she's like, okay, so like I have like a proposition for you. And she's like from the back seat. I'm like, turn around. Like I turn around. I'm like, all like, what? Like she's like, I would really just like love to be like a fairy garden ambassador. Like I want to put it in my bio. I was like, that's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me.
Like, really?
I was like, dude, put it in your bio. I don't care. Sure. And she's like, no, seriously, like I want to make it like a thing, and like we do this and this. I'm like,
that's sick.
You're like, what do you want, a discount
together
code?
we are now. Yeah, I was like, what do you want, a discount
15%
code?
off?
Like something. And she was like, no, nothing. I just want to wear it every day on my podcast, and I just want to tell everybody. And I'm like,
I was like,
create over compete. Like this is the shit.
Yeah.
I was like, deck me out, because I want to. That's the thing about me. If it's something that I like and I like believe in it, I just want it to be like, you're on the bus. I always tell people like, oh, you're on the bus now. My dad actually says that. Yeah. Like, put him on the bus.
I like that.
It's like, if I'm going, you're going now.
I'm the same way. So like, Dan, he doesn't know this, but so when he got me started with Marquez, I know he was like, he has a fight come up in September, and he was struggling with like paying for it, you know. And so like at the end of the class, he left, and I was like, I went to go sign up. And I paid, and then I was like, hey, can I cover the rest of his too? And so like, it's just like, because like when it comes to people you believe in, like anything monetary is just out the window, because like for him, he's opened up the door for me to like kind of like get myself back to where I want to be. And it's like that, there's no value in that. You know what I mean? I feel like that stuff will go a long way. You know what I mean? That's just how like any relationship I feel like should be.
And it's like, because sometimes you can pay in a way that isn't with money.
Right. And that's what he's done for me.
Exactly. Like, exactly. And it's like, if you're in a position right now where that feels good to you and it's not going to hurt you. Yeah. Fuck yeah. And
he has me doing I do all the Cage Wars events now. Those big events at Rivers Casino. I DJ all those events now.
Amazing.
So it's the circle.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
It's just feeding into it.
It's saying name. Like, it's just knowing, like, even if people aren't in your like your lane per se, real estate or
you can't even
DJing.
But you even just like this conversation, like me and you being like our friends now, and like us being friends, like you can't really like limit yourself and put yourself in a box. It's like who you are as a person, not like, okay, like
exactly.
we like we're in different spots, we come from different places, but at the end of the day, like we bond over the same things, and we have like the same goal almost, is just to grow and be consistent. You know?
It's like you have like aspirations greater than like your current reality, and not to say that other people don't. It's just like a matter of like finding out what that looks like for you, and like feeling safe to share that with people that are around you. And like when you're saying like how you say you believe in him, it's like that is everything. And it's like everyone has their own different goals, so it's like, what does it matter? Like if I can help you, I'm gonna help you.
Right. Exactly.
That's
because
amazing.
I just love you.
Yeah.
And it's not weird.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
That's what it's all about, man. And you start to realize that as you start to like really find like it's not sound cliche, but like find yourself. Like when you try to figure out what you really want in life, you start to realize that like the ego has to go out the window. You know what I mean? It's all about like putting yourself in the best position or like putting someone else in the best position, because at the end of the day, like it's just because you care, you know?
Right. Well, and it's always like when you're like associating with people, it's like with people, if you win, I'm winning, because like then I get to see you be happy. And like you being happy is going to make me happy. Like I get so geeked out when my friends come up on something, like I'm like, let's go. Like, and it's like, there's a Big Sean lyric and he always says it because I always play the song because I don't listen to the same songs all the time. Or you know what? It might even be Russ. Whatever. One of them says, celebrate what you want to see more of. And it's like your little wins, celebrate the shit out of your little wins, because you should feel good. And when you're feeling good, that's when you're magnetizing like more things to you to feel good about.
I celebrate any new gig I get. Like anytime I have like a new place that I'm playing at that I always wanted to play at. Like I always say before, like I remember it was right before COVID, I went to all the bars in the city and gave my business cards and they all told me no. And then now like a few years later, I'm playing in all these places, and it's like you realize like, you know, there comes a point where it's like you're like, hey, like now am I actually gonna pursue this, or am I gonna like just fuck off? You know what I mean? So like I told myself, once they all told me no, I'm like, all right, am I really gonna try this? And then so that's when I really started to like invest in myself and like really push like my narrative, and like now it's, you know, starting to like come to fruition a little bit, you know.
You just announced a new place. It's Atlantic City.
I played at Hard Rock last Saturday.
That's awesome.
It was cool. That was a cool experience, and it's like my first step into that scene too, you know what I mean? So, you know, just growing, trying to, like I said, just doing it the right way, you know.
And because you say yes to things.
Say yes to like too much.
No,
you do need discernment to a degree, but at the same time, like,
but yes, I say yes to a lot,
but like you say yes for the right reasons,
right?
It's not like like when I asked you to do the Leda thing, I'm like, Kev, I have nothing to give you, can you please help me? And you're like, yeah, but it's because I know you love me and you believe in
exactly
me. And then it's like, okay, now you already did a glue venue, and it's like, let's get them to another one, or then you're just like on another flyer in front of other eyes that you may not have been in front of before. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fire.
That's like also too, like with Ty, he was just so genuine and nice and like wanted to help with the tailgate and like believed in it, and obviously is like, you know, working with us like on like costs and stuff to like make it happen, that immediately I was like, oh, like we're locked in. Like I was like, I cannot wait to put you on to other real estate agents that are putting on events. Like I know a ton that do events all the time in the city. Like I will put that dude on, like whatever I can to get him catering gigs. I'm like about it, and same with you, but that's just like part of it.
It all works together,
literally,
you know?
That's like a couple weeks ago, they're like, ironically, Kev got a date canceled, literally, wasn't it in the morning?
Yeah.
And then someone hit me up and they're like, hey, like, do you know anybody that would DJ? I know 5,000 DJs.
Yeah.
I'm like, Kev. And then he's like, Maur, that date just opened today. I'm like,
it's crazy. Yeah.
Is it though?
Like,
it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Exactly. I'm like, I always am like, bibbity bobbity boop.
Ended up working out. And like now I'm doing their assistant's wedding this year. Like the bride was at the party, and she's like, wow, like she's like, we trying to find DJs for months. And she said, we love you. And it's just like, cause you put me in that position. So you know what I mean? But
chills.
Yeah.
Divine timing.
Basically, the moral of the story is put yourself out there, and like if you have something that
no, you can still go
like,
if you're afraid, but just go.
Right. Push yourself.
You
like,
can be scared.
You know what I mean? Just
go scared.
Push yourself to do it. Put yourself in uncomfortable positions, and like,
or just like figure out what you want and tell people that you trust.
Yeah.
And then they'll help you. Like, I know what you want. I have an idea.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm pushing this.
So where can they find you on social media?
This camera or this camera?
Whatever. This right here.
JUL_ the realtor on Instagram, or Selling Your Circle _ podcast if you want to check out the podcast as well. And on TikTok too. I love TikTok.
Yeah,
she's
killing on TikTok now, right?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, JUL_. Or no, I think it's just Jewel the Realtor on TikTok.
Hell yeah. Maur.
You can find me on MaurBXO, MaurBiexo, and then Fairy Garden Mindset and fairygardenmindset.com. And I'm also on a podcast. It's called Love and Then What Podcast.
Hell yeah. Love you guys. I'm
Thanks
excited.
for having us.
Yo,
I'm so excited
this
for Saturday.
Saturday.
Rain or shine. I'm only going to say that one time, and that's the only time we're talking about it. Rain or shine. Shine. Heavy on the shine.
Yeah.
We'll see you on Saturday.
You texted that in the group chat. I'm
and
like,
I said,
don't.
skirt,
You're like,
my girl.
did you look at these? Like, did you look at the weather? I said, no.
I didn't say anything. I said, did you guys peep the weather? I didn't say anything of what the weather was. I was just making
this-
And I peeped it, and I said, don't matter.
To this day, I still haven't looked at the weather.
Perfect.
I didn't look.
fine.
I didn't look.
I looked, and I'm not concerned. Not
No.
even. In
I
the
didn't
slightest
even.
bit.
I didn't look on purpose. I had a couple people text me and be like, "Hey."
We got tents.
We'll make
Kev
it work.
goes,
We'll make it
For
work.
sunshine, if you need some light
Alright.
divided from
pop-ups.
you.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of The Loft. This has been an amazing episode. This Saturday, it's at Xfinity Lot G1. It's going to be from noon to 4.
There's your
We're
answer.
going to have amazing food by Ty Fusetti at Philly Lockdown. We're going to have a pop-up shop by Maur herself. And then I'll be DJing. And then we're giving away Phillies tickets too.
"Yes."
Yeah, so we're giving away Phillies tickets too. But yeah, so pop out. I'll have the RSVP link in the description. And also, like, just you'll be able to follow us on social media. You'll see everything.
There's going to be so many fun people there, and we're going to have so
Yeah.
much fun.
Just pop out at your party.
Network, make the
With the gang.
connection, be present, and hope you guys enjoy this episode of The Loft. I'm Kevin Nichols. That's Maura. That's Jul. Peace, guys.
Bye.
Peace.